Welcome to Trybe Talks, the podcast for parents who are trying to do it all and stay sane in the process. I'm Princess Nyah, your host and founder of Trybe, your personal parenting assistant. Each week we dive into real conversations, parent hacks, and stories that remind you ain't doing this alone. Now let's get into it. Hey, it's your girl Nyah, aka Princess Nyah, aka Kizzy's mum, and we're back with another episode of Trybe Talks. And today we have got a very special guest who has travelled 2.5 hours to be here. So if I had a studio audience right now, they'd all be screaming as I introduce her. So make some noise for Rochelle! That's when everyone starts screaming and go, whoa! Hey Rochelle, thank you so much for joining me today. We appreciate you making the effort and turning up looking as fabulous as you do. Please tell them actual flag. Hey, listen, that ain't hard, man. I'm a tight-ass mom, man. But yeah, tell the people and the listeners who you are and what you do.
My name's Rochelle Rowlands and I'm a private chef. I have a 14-year-old daughter and I guess I spent majority of my life parenting and now it's time for me to do what I've always loved. So cooking.
Sounds like you're stepping into your power, babes. That's what it sounds like. 100%. I love that for you.
Honestly.
Okay, so I'm not sure where to start because I have an 8-year-old and I feel like I've been parenting for 100 years. Mm-hmm. So let's just dive into a little bit of the parenting 14 years ago and how you would perceive, because I know when you go back that many years, parenting for moms was a bit different. Mm-hmm. I remember being not wanting to get pregnant because I was scared of how it was going to affect my career prospects. Yeah. And in this day and age, I feel like it's changed a lot. Now it's okay to have children and have a career.
I feel like now I feel a lot better, but I definitely had that mum guilt.
Okay.
Where I felt like I had to just be available. So I started off doing night shifts so that I could literally do the school plays and things like that.
Wow.
So literally kind of sleeping for the school hours and that's not enough time really.
No, that's 5.5 hours or some shit.
Yeah, so functioning like that. And then I think when she got to, I think it was about 7 or 8, I thought, right, I know what I'm going to do. And I did support and teaching and learning. So I put it in a school.
Okay.
So I can have all the holidays off. Because that was real difficult when it was half term. I felt guilty that I couldn't do certain things with her.
Yeah, and do you know what? I feel like my earlier perception of motherhood was definitely have children and then work in a school.
Yeah.
Dinner lady, lollipop man, whatever it looked like to encompass your child's schedule. And how did that feel?
I feel
because a lot of people, we just do it because you're a mum, but what did that feel like in terms of you having to literally take a pause on what you probably may have been doing?
It's difficult because I feel like at the back of your mind, you kind of feel like you're failing because obviously they're watching. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And obviously as they get older or just day to day, it's not easy. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you might be doing certain jobs or working part-time, maybe not earning enough money. So you can't do the things you want to do anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I think the back of your mind, you do have that.
Do you know, it's funny that
am I failing? Am I doing enough?
Yeah, but for me sitting here, it's that doesn't sound like failure to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like survival of the fittest.
Yeah, of course. Now, differently, I'm in a space now where I see differently. I know that I'm where I am today because of my experience. Mm-hmm. But at the time, looking back, when you're in it, sometimes it's hard to kind of see.
Yeah, I do. And I feel like that's the pressure that mums have.
Yeah, 100%.
Because when you're in there, it's just do or die. Mm-hmm. There's not really a time to really analyse and say, well, if I do this and do that, it's just well, okay, cool, got to pay the bills, got to do this, want to be there, needs to be at sports day, needs to be at everything. Yeah, so you're going to
and
make
how do I stop and start a business? Because it's financial, isn't it? So can I afford to do this when I've got
responsibilities?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's all of that. It's everything can wait. And then before you know it, it's been 5 years, 10 years. So,
well, the good thing is that there's no time like now.
100%.
And I feel like sometimes, we do feel like a lot of time has gone by and you feel like, I didn't do it in my 20s. Yeah. So there's no time to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And that is not true.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Life is basically just beginning because what you have now is you have wisdom.
Yeah, I don't feel like I was I know I'm not the woman. I wasn't the woman I am now. And, I guess sometimes not doubting the younger years, but I just think I felt like I was ready for certain things. And I feel like Now I know.
you weren't.
The difference. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I love that you say that
I know
because
that. No,
I feel like when
100%.
you're younger,
I think you're grown.
You know when people say to you when you're younger, yeah, but you are quite young. You think, but I know my shit. How
100%.
dare you? I'm
And you
18.
change and you evolve, you grow. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
I said, like some of the things, we've all maybe experienced and stuff that wasn't so great, but like I said, it's everything I've been through has made me who I am today. Even the challenges with my daughter, she's been through all different phases. Like, she's 14.
Yeah. So you've been through lots of stuff. I mean, my daughter's 8, so I've still got a long way to go. And I feel like I've got a 25-year-old right now.
No, I see her.
It's like, I'm like, guys, slow down, because I haven't got time for this. I'm not fighting with an 8-year-old,
I know.
But there is a certain amount of tussle. And I feel like if I'd have had her when I was younger, I probably would have been less tolerant of all the things that I'm so tolerant of now.
100%.
And she probably wouldn't tell you that I'm tolerant. She'll be like, no, my mum shouts at me. It's like, yeah, I do, because I've asked you 17,000 times to do something.
It's the little things though. It's like when I get like the birthday cards from her and the messages I read, and it's just the way she talks to me sometimes in certain situations. I'm like, you know what? I raised you.
Yeah, and that's the give back, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And then probably that warms your heart to know that all the sacrifices that you made, they're all valid.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And like I said, it's growth. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, everything I've been through prepared me for what I'm doing now. And differently, I just feel like you said, you got one. So we grow, and if like you've experienced certain stuff for me, and she knows how much I've been through, and she knows what I'm doing now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She's watching me,
Yeah, and then that's like now is probably more important than ever for her to see you really step into and hold on to something that you
Even
actually
this morning,
enjoy.
she come in my room, she's like, hey, you're excited about today? I'm like,
I love that.
We talk a lot, and I think that's the main thing, and uncomfortable conversations, we have them as well.
Okay.
I don't hide nothing from her, show her emotions, just...
So what would your advice be to someone? Because even though like society has transformed and it's much easier to have a side hustle and be a mum at the same time now, there's a lot of people doing it, and they're doing it outside in public, which is able to then show other people, these are the hacks. It's not good every day.
No, of course.
It's very, very, very tough.
Of course.
However, these are the hacks to help you get through. Like, what advice would you give to a young mum that has something burning that they want to do, but at the same time they're thinking, maybe I should take the school job because it would be better fitting for me to support my child? How would you tell that person to navigate it?
Honestly, no time like the present. Like, don't wait. Because I feel like we always wait for the right time, and I don't believe there's any such thing. So I'd say don't wait. Make sure you got a good circle around you. I think that's very important. So I maybe filter all that out first.
Yeah.
Because I think that's important, the team you got around you.
I agree.
But don't wait. Just don't wait. And you may fail, or whatever you call failing, but just continue. As long as you keep pushing, you're going to get there anyway. Yeah.
No, I hear that. So what does your like, obviously I'm building not obviously, I hate when I say that, please. I am, for the past 4 years, I've been building a productivity tool. It's called Trybe.
Yep.
And I was just about to say Trybe, which is why I thought, let me mention it. And the whole idea about Trybe is building community and product so that parents like yourself and like me can have access to resources and things that just help them when the going gets tough, because the going does get tough. But you mentioned something really, really important. And one of the most important things about Trybe is having an appointed tribe that help you with your daughter. So
because
who was your tribe when your daughter was little?
I feel like all of my friends I got around me I've known for 20 plus years.
Okay. So they're like family.
So they're family, yeah. My mum and my dad are like, honestly, I couldn't do anything without getting emotional. Honestly, I couldn't do anything without them.
I love that though.
Like, do you know what I mean? My mum literally lives around the corner from me.
Okay. So she's doing real nanny vibes.
100%. Like my daughter, sometimes I say to my mum, you sure you didn't birth her? Like, honestly, they're so similar at that, but I love it. Like, so family, friends and family.
Yeah, no, it's very true. Like, I feel like without a support network, it's very difficult to navigate stepping outside of being a mum. And I feel like building a business, following a dream, just even going out with your own friends. Do you know what I mean? It's like you need a tribe to be able to hand off.
You need the right people around you, because, you're going to talk to people, you're going to take advice. You want to make sure that the people are giving you the right advice, you know what I mean? Have the uncomfortable conversations with them. Friends that are just able to be honest with you. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, I think it's so important. Like, I can take it. Do you know what I mean? Not just saying what you think I want to hear. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
And that really helps growth.
100%. Real people.
Yeah.
We're human. Like, we all make mistakes, you know what I mean? But I just feel like it's important for people to just be real with one another and just knowing who you could call, knowing who you could talk to more than anything.
Yeah, and also knowing who you can trust. Because I feel like when you're growing into your own, your own shoes as a parent, it's like, you can have the best mum in the world, but your version of mum is completely different.
100%.
So I feel like what you said is just, it's really, really valid. And it makes me really, lean into what I'm building, because it's, just marrying all of those things in the new day and age that is today. Because everything's on your phone, everything's in tech. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, how do I marry that in?
Yeah, 100%.
So like I was doing a post on LinkedIn, because I'm a LinkedIn babes, so real business, my business vibes on LinkedIn. And I was doing some research about, mums not taking care of themselves and putting themselves,
that happens.
putting themselves last. And there's a statistic that I'll put in the video. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I say I've got baby brain, my daughter's 8. It's very,
mum brain. It's the same thing.
I'm cheating.
We've always got something to think
There's
about.
always something else going on.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a statistic that says that mums are more likely to only get to hospital at critical stage because they don't take themselves for the checkups. They don't get things early because they always put, like, if their child's got a splinter, that child is at the hospital with the mum. Here, we're checking it all out. They've got a rash, we're checking it out with the doctors. We're figuring it all out. I mean, now with like the holistic approach, I know a lot of children are having myelocemos every single day to combat against all of the things. We're doing all the things for the kids. Like, my daughter don't eat sweets. I'm very, very strict with the E numbers, and the McDonald's is a very treat, and I've told her it's unhealthy. However, I feel like we take ourselves and our health
100%.
like lost.
I have these conversations with, like, I'm not going to say who, but I've had a conversation with my friend already, because she was talking about dating, and she said, like, when her son's older, and it's just like, we can just do it now. We're allowed to do it now. And I think it's a mum thing. I don't know I can't talk about guys, but a lot of my female friends I talk to, it's almost like, once the child gets to that stage, I'll do that. Once this happens, I'll do that. Always afterwards. And I was the same.
Yeah, it's like secondary.
I was the same.
Is that just like the mum armor?
I don't know. Like,
or is it because...
With me, I know for me, it was because I was a single parent.
Okay.
And I just felt like she's mine. It's no one else's role to look after her. And I think it was a bit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, almost like, I can do it on my own, so I will. I think I made my job more difficult in that sense, Well,
maybe not more difficult. You just chose a different path.
Yeah.
So and then what about the medical stuff then? Like, in terms of...
No, 100%.
Like...
I literally had surgery last year. And you were saying that, and I was listening, because the surgeon said about getting me in for an appointment. And the first thing I said to him is that I've got a 14-year-old.
I can't do this.
Don't worry about her. Like, she'll be fine.
Okay.
That's the first thing I thought. Like, how am I going to do that when she needs looking after?
Yeah. And I feel like, and as you say it like that, it's like, you've explained to me that your version of growing up, great mom, great nan. So you've got the support. So how about the women that don't even have that? So that might be the fear factor in them saying, I'm just going to put it off, and I'm not going to go. How do we change that?
Trust is a big thing. I feel like a lot of people you speak to, especially me, like working in the school and things like that, it was like, childcare is difficult. I think childcare is very difficult. It's expensive. So I just feel like...
And also, it can be as expensive. It could be cheap as chips. Like, you got to trust the person looking after your kids.
That part.
And when you have, like, I know when you have your second kid and your third kid, it gets more relaxed, because then you're just like, oh, been there, done that. They're going to survive. Oh, she's eating shit off the floor. Oh, fine. It'll build up her metabolism. When it's the first child, you're like, hey. So I know that probably the more you have, the easier it gets to hand off. But when you have one child, it's like, like, it is very difficult to be like, okay, I'm going to employ someone that I don't know
don't go
to come and look after my child while I'm perhaps having surgery, or I'm at work, or I'm doing something else. Like, it is a very...
I just think, like, a lot of the services get cut, though. Like, when I was growing up, we went to, like, play schemes and youth clubs and things like that a lot, and that's why, like, even jobs I've always done is, like, mentoring and support work. And it's not even because... More so to support and help the youth, because I'm like, I know that's what's missing. That's the service. That's the service that's missing, like, all the time, and that's where they always take the money from. So I just think it's that, because that was a community
in itself.
Like you said,
it's a tribe in itself.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's all of that. It's back to that, And I think that whole community thing is lost. I think that's the only thing that we had years ago that we're kind of missing now.
And I suppose as well, it's like, after all this, the lockdown and stuff happened, and everything is so online and everything is so digital, it's removed that face-to-face interaction.
No, 100%.
Because even the kids, there's no kids don't play out on my road.
Yeah.
I don't see kids playing out no
My
more.
daughter doesn't. She doesn't go out.
Yeah, and would I want my daughter playing on the
That's
street?
what my mum says.
Probably not.
I also
But
don't force it.
But it gave us a sense of
100%.
standing up for ourselves and, you know, doing all of the
and that's what I say about schools. Like, I'm not sure what I think about schools, you know, working in a school, but, you know, but what I'm saying is the social element I think is great.
I agree. And I feel like, okay, so we are launching a new product soon. It's called Money Jars. Okay. So one of our ethos is like teaching children about financial literacy because it's not taught in schools.
Skills.
Yeah.
100%.
And I feel like there's a lot of stuff that isn't taught in schools.
100%.
And it's not to sit and say, oh, the schools ain't doing it. It's to say, okay, cool, well, let's build something to bridge the gap.
Different. Yeah,
you know,
100%.
private school kids have an excellent chance at education and learning all the things, but it doesn't mean to say as a community we can't provide these things to our own children. Which is, you know, so I saw your side eye at the school. Maybe we could have a school conversation on camera,
100%.
which would be really, really good.
100%.
But we are solutions focused, and we are in a space where, okay, cool, they're not doing it, but it's okay. Because community at school is great.
And our children, let's raise our children.
And they're our kids. So if we've got something we want them to learn, then we can provide that ourselves.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Excuse me. Hi, everyone.
Kizzy, we're recording.
So, hi, podcast people. I just had to tell you, I have a free course for kids like me. It's called Money Jars. And it's so cool because it teaches us how to save, spend, and even invest. I'm basically a mini millionaire in training right now.
Kizzy?
Parents, you can get it for free. Yep, free. Just click the link in the description. Thank you so much for listening to my very important announcement. Okay, Mum, you can finally have your podcast back now.
Thanks, Kizzy. Right, where were we?
Okay, well, we've spoken about the kids and we've spoken about the mum stuff and your journey and your early years. Talk to me about the chefing, okay? Because I know that you have you've come out of this corner.
Love food.
Okay.
And I love cooking. I feel like it kind of stemmed from, again, family things, like being in the kitchen with my mum.
Okay.
Rolling dumplings. You see what I'm saying? That was the first thing I ever made.
Really?
Yeah. Because people love my fried dumplings now, but I'm like, I've been making them since I was about 7. That's
really?
why. No, honestly.
Okay. So you got it perfect. Do you know
100%.
dumplings are really, really hard to cook? I'll tell you a quick funny story, right? We done years ago, me and a group of my friends, we done Come Dine With Me. So there was like 3 couples and we done it. And one of my friends, and if she hears this, she's going to kill me because I don't even know if she knows this story, but I'm telling you, you're going to die. So so she done a night, one of them done a night, and it was West Indian and Indian. So it was a mix of West Indian food and Indian food. Yeah. And I think for the starters, we had dumplings. So me and the other couple, there's 2 couples, so we sat down eating, and she'd made fried dumplings, but she made them really tiny. And you know already.
Yeah, so they were.
Bro, you cannot make dumplings too small, because what are they going to be like?
Okay, just, yeah.
They were like rocks. And my friend, she said, anyway, we'd had them, and then when we was doing the scoring, we was doing the, okay, and then you got this, and then I think one of my friends said, okay, yeah, so I had to score you a 7. And she was like, but why? She's like, because the dumplings are a bit hard. And she was like, hard? And she was like, yeah, they were hard like conker. And I never forget it, and I died because dumplings are the hardest thing to make. No, they were hard they were like rock. They were like mini rocks. But it's like, because you hadn't had the experience since being 8 years old, you would know that you can't roll dumpling that
shallow fry them. We don't want to deep fry dumplings.
It's a thing. No, so if you can make dumpling, then you know what you're doing, girl.
Taste my fried dumplings. No, honestly, like I like cooking, and for me, it's I've always kind of done the whole gatherings at mine.
Okay.
Cooking for the family and having everyone over. And during lockdown, everyone was kind of doing their own thing, like what podcasts or starting up their own little business. I started selling some food.
Oh, amazing!
And realised that people liked it. Do you know what I mean?
So what kind of dishes were you selling?
It's literally...
So what's your signature?
What I was going to say, because this is what I didn't want to do, I feel like I can make everything. I feel like I can fry you an egg.
And it'll be amazing.
Right? Okay.
But you can own that though.
This is it. I just feel like I can just
I'm a wizard.
cook. You know what I'm trying to say? But
what's your
everyone
go-to?
likes my fried chicken.
Okay, so your fried chicken.
Macaroni cheese. Like, you see when you have family occasions, they always say to me, can you
make the fried chicken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese. So that's
your
my
thing. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have a taste soon. Yeah. Fried chicken is probably one of my favourite meals outside of ackee and saltfish.
You know why it's those things? My daughter
loves
them.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I feel like it's that because I make it a lot.
Okay,
I
love
feel
that.
like people think that's all I could cook though, so that's not true.
It's not. No, but you just said you can make an egg. You can make an egg. You can make an egg taste tasty.
Everything. And it's just like a twist, like, you know, like the traditionals, like you might have a shepherd's pie.
Okay.
But I'd think like you do the mash, like sweet potato mash.
Okay.
And then like the filling would be like boneless curry goat. You know what I mean? Mutton.
Okay.
So just different things, like the traditionals, but switching
So
it
it's
up a
like
bit.
being like British, but having your cultural
This is it.
background, knowing that, okay, cool, we were growing up here, so everyone knows about pie and mash. We can make fun of the beans.
is
We
it.
can make fun of the beans on
like
toast,
beans.
but we all have beans on
Season
toast.
the beans. Just season the beans.
You know, listen, imagine this is the argument in my house. You know, I will stew my beans. I make sure if it's not stew beans, I'm
It
like,
don't make sense.
I don't want them
It
plain.
doesn't
No,
make
you're
sense.
so right.
Yeah, 100%. That's it.
So
Just
what do you think the support that you would need as a mum in business with a 14-year-old today? What does support look like for you? Maybe not just from your friends, but if you could have certain things right now to assist you in getting things over the line, what does it look like for you?
Well, I mean, there's the financial support, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
people are
again,
scared to say that.
reliable people as well,
Yeah.
reliable. Because I feel like, throwing a bit of shade, but I feel like sometimes your people, because they're doing you favors and things like that, I feel like they can just leave you behind or leave you waiting because they feel like you
not that
can
serious.
wait. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
wait. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like that happens a lot and I don't treat people like that. So I guess that, taking people, just take me seriously.
Seriously. I think
That's
that's
what
a
I'm trying to
really,
say.
really, really hard one because I think whenever you're starting out in business, and this is like probably my advice, you start in business and the first time you start, everyone wants to come and help and support because they're supporting. And then like a year goes by and then maybe like 70% of those people have stepped back.
Dropped off, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't feel like it's a negative. And I'm going to tell you why. And I feel like this is something that I see a lot on social media. People are like, oh, if your own
No
friends
one
and family
support
can't support you, not
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, yeah, but if you want a real business, you don't
need
really,
them.
you don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
them
yeah.
because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
going to sugarcoat and hide the fact that you might not even have a real business.
Yeah,
So the fact of the matter is, year one, you want to lean on them, but come year two, you need to start saying,
Need your own clientele.
let me identify who my real consumer is.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that as business women, this is something that we really need to be crucially focused on without giving up because it takes like 5 years to get across the
of
profit
course.
line anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
100%.
hard because I've had multiple projects, multiple businesses, so many
Yeah, this
things.
is it.
Things
You've
have
got to keep
things have
pushing.
failed, man.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have failed. People have bought
And it's
t-shirts
that.
from me. They've
Yeah.
turned up to events, and I'm still going, and I'm still plugging
Yeah,
to
that's it.
everyone.
I
You
think
know,
s- yeah.
like I done an event for. I have a web series out called Work Hard, Mum Harder, and it's just about how my journey looks like. So what it looks like raising my daughter, juggling my stuff, trying
I've
to
seen
raise
some of that,
raise capital because
is
everyone
it.
needs cash,
Yes.
like all of the things. And I had an event and all the people that I would normally, I'm saying, how can you come? Fill the seats, man, fill the seats. A lot of people couldn't make it. It was midweek, they got work, they got kids, everything was, people
This
got
is
things
it.
going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the day of the event, like we were at full capacity, I hardly knew any of the
Anyone.
people there. When I say I've known that there might be social media people that follow me, but they're not my direct circle.
Yeah.
And for the first time, and this is like in 20 years of doing business, I felt like, wow, my business is working.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
I
working.
understand. No, I
So
understand.
it's like my advice to young women, I say young women because, girl, I'm old, but my advice to women in business is look to your people, but then look to your consumer and find places where you can nurture that. And there's so many different things that you can do for support. Like I do a newsletter and we actually have a business, like it's a Trybe Mums group, you should join. And I put lots of information in there and things like courses, accelerator courses, just different things that can help you just get to the next level. And I think that is a tip for women like yourself and anyone else listening that is trying to get into business. Surround yourself with people in the same trenches because they're going to be able to share something that might be able to help you.
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one. And I'm not saying to join the crabs in a bucket vibe.
No,
it's not that
no.
gang base,
No.
Like it's not
No,
the
I
crabs,
feel
it's not
you.
the
No,
crabs
no, I
one.
feel you.
It's
No,
the
no.
ones where it's like, that's a really good piece of a
And
bite
just
size.
people that inspire you.
Yeah,
Do you know
and what
I'm
you
trying
said
to say?
earlier on is inspiring to me. It's like you're solutions focused. Let's work out what is going to be the solution here.
100%.
And we don't have to spend, not all mums sit and have a massive bitch fest and then carry on doing the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us are trying to do something different to get a different result.
And I just feel like it's that part. Like, and that's what I say to people. I say, as long as you're doing your best, as long as you can sit with yourself and say, do you know what, I'm doing everything I
done
can
my
do.
best. Yeah.
That's it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And your best will look different each day.
Exactly. Some days my best looks like me putting my
dressed.
bonnet on.
Do you know what I
I don't even get out of bed. My eyes open up, my eyes put the TV on, bonnet's on, and I'm like, girl, I need a minute. You know, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
And rest is important, I think. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes
rest is just so
you keep
underrated.
going and,
You'll burn out.
That
Yeah.
part.
The burning out is so real.
Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
we make ourselves ill as
Yeah.
women because you just put yourselves on the back burner. So it's really important to fill your cup first. Like I always say it, and I think when you have a child, part of you feels like, oh no, I need to put my child first. But if you don't put yourself first, you will burn out and then your child will not get the best of you anyway. So you're not actually putting her first if you,
No, honestly, I feel
you
like
neglect yourself.
I had surgery and I've had a lot of time to just sit still.
Reflect.
And
still.
that's what it is, stillness. I've said to people, like, I'm talking to people now, and my friend said, all right, guru.
Yeah.
You know what, right? I love that. But it's because it's like, no, it's like I've actually had time to think. And that's what I was trying to say to her. Like, there's so many
sick.
distractions. Like, that's what it is. And I'm saying that's why people meditate and things like that. Even though we know it, we don't do it enough.
And listen, I honestly, what you just said there is probably like the best thing that someone has said like to me all year, because the stillness,
I know. Quiet your mind. It's true.
no one understands
I know.
how powerful that. No, people do
power.
understand, but we
You don't
choose
do
to
it.
ignore it.
Yeah, 100%.
We choose to ignore it.
And then I guess you do that, and then you have to kind of. You have to have certain conversations with yourself, I guess, innit? That's why sometimes people
you
are
gotta bully
busy,
yourself.
busy. People
Yeah.
are busy, and because it's, you know,
Well,
I'd have to deal with certain things. but-
Exactly. I feel like
Comes anyway.
there's like, I watched this Oprah video years ago and it's about stillness, and she talks, just get still and listen to yourself. And then it makes me really have a conscious like understanding of looking at everyone being so focused on nothing that you don't have time to look into your true divine power.
100%.
You know, and someone could say, oh, guru, but it's not guru. It's me listening to myself, and
that's
everything
important.
that you need is inside of you.
No, 100%.
You know,
100%.
but we're so
Even that.
like you're so busy with everything that you second guess yourself.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, that's what I was just about to say, even that, following your intuition, because I do it now, but I 100% I've been like in spaces where, you know, sometimes like,
You second guess yourself.
just energy, you just
go
don't
to
really
the
take
next
to a certain person or something like that, and you just think, but that,
Don't be like that.
yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it's like, no, but it does. Listen, just follow your intuition, that's enough.
But I'm honestly like, I'm a massive advocate of meditation and, you know, like choosing your vessel of how you get still. Because, you know, some people do prayer, some people meditate. And for me, the only way that I really get completely quiet and focused is when I do yoga, which is everything else I do, my mind races.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
yoga I will do the breath work at the beginning. I'll focus on the breath work throughout the whole class. And it's a time to breathe and be still. And I notice that when I don't do it,
It's different.
I'm
No, it's
a
different.
problem.
Yeah,
2 weeks
100%.
ago, because I've been so busy doing loads of different stuff, it's like, okay, I can't make that class, can't make that class. Then all of a sudden, it's 2 weeks, no
too much
yoga
time's gone
class.
by. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
It's
I've
needed.
woken up crook in the neck, back's hurting. What's going on?
And you still had time for everything else, you just didn't make time to do what
I
you
didn't
needed
make
to do
time
for
to,
you.
and I know it. So like, what do you say to somebody that they know the no, but they're not doing the do?
I just
What's the plan, man?
like when I have conversations with my friends, like especially when people are feeling down, like I do say, because I think like being sad or upset, that's emotions, yeah? So I'm saying that's fine, but only allow yourself so much time. So if you're having a bad day today, make sure tomorrow you get up and you go to the gym. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that, because we're gonna have bad days. Things are
And
gonna
that's
happen, we can't
the
control.
balance. Yeah, it's balance.
So it's that. It's just make sure you're doing enough for you. That's all. And diet and just
all the
so many
things.
things are so important. You know what I mean? Just try it, innit? As long as you're doing something each day, I think that's enough.
Oh, I love
do.
that. I think that's honestly, that's like probably one of the most profound things that I've heard. And because I've traveled it myself, I know that it works. And what you said is just so loud to me. You know, but are you doing?
It's hard work, innit? And I think it's that part. So, you know, I think people kind of, we do what's easy. Or what we think is easy, but no matter what, you're gonna have to do the work regardless.
Regardless.
So start
No,
now.
honestly, I agree. Listen, today has been absolutely beautiful
you.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Like, I'm really proud of your journey. Like, I know we didn't even really dig too deep. We're probably just...
No, but you'll see it,
we're
you're gonna be seeing
We're
me, so
probably
it don't
right at
matter.
the surface
Yeah.
of everything
This
that
is
you've
it.
been through and triumphed through.
Literally.
You know, I can feel it. So I'm really looking forward to see where you take your chef business. And yeah, be proud of yourself, be proud of your daughter. And also, like, really, I am so like honored to hear you talk about your mum in the way that you have, because having a mum to support you is
100%.
so like, it's such a blessing.
It's the foundation, isn't it?
It is, and not everyone has that,
No,
so you should
I
feel really
understand
blessed. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Let the people know where they can find you.
My Instagram is just Rosh and Roll.
Rush and roll, babes.
That's it
It's
for
rush
now.
and roll.
I mean, look out for the food page. It will be familiar foods. Coming soon.
You heard it here first.
Coming soon.
Thanks, guys. Keep it locked.
Thank you.
Wow, you're still here listening. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to Trybe Talks. And if you enjoyed today's episode, then please share it with another parent who needs their tribe. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all that good stuff. And make sure you get involved and be a part of the conversation. Until next time, and remember, parenting takes a village. And now you've got one.